Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bimmer barn. In today's episode, we're going to be working on the 335i Wagon project, and hopefully by the end of the video, we'll be taking it on a test drive. Now in the past couple of videos, you saw that we serviced the rod bearings, the turbos, and also I showed you guys how to adjust the wastegates, but now we finally have to put everything back together and see how it runs. Now, before we get into the video, I do just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. We just passed 11,000 subscribers, and it's so cool to see how fast and how large this community has grown. So this video is dedicated to all you subscribers, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right to work. Alright, so we've got our engine installed, our subframe all the way up, the turbo's done, the cooling system completely done. All those broken bolts in the oil pan and for the water pump, I went and extracted those so there's no more studs or broken bolts down there. There is just one for the valve cover, but it's not going to cause any leak. I did want to mention that while the factory turbos fit great, I did have two lines for them. This is a coolant supply line, I believe, and this is a oil return line. This one is just too stiff. It won't fit. I tried to get it to work and just could not get it to fit between the turbo and the block, so that's not going to work. And then this coolant pipe is the wrong part. It's like shaped all weird. I guess I ordered the wrong one here and this one. Otherwise, I had to reuse just two of the OEM lines that were in decent condition, and everything fit great on those turbos. The only things left for us to do is hook up the battery. I already went and filled up the coolant, although this is going to have to top off pretty soon. The engine oil is topped off with our new oil change kit, filter included, and then we also put in power steering fluid, but that's going to have to get topped off once it cycles through the power steering rack and the system and all that. So why don't we go ahead and start up the engine, and wish me luck, guys. Well, now I am confused because she started up good, but looks like my battery is weak, and for some reason it wasn't even charging. Like, I was looking at this and it was reading like 6 or 7 volts, so the battery was being drawn by the engine, and for some reason the alternator wasn't charging it. So I'm not sure if that was just a fluke because the battery was low and I had to jump start it, but I'm not sure. Maybe we'll try to jump start it again, see if it's working, and then the last thing I'm going to try to do is just try charging the battery. But wouldn't that be so weird if our alternator failed? I'm going to go ahead and check that harness too, and I'll give you guys a quick update.
Moments later.
What a major facepalm right now. I'm realizing that I forgot to install my friggin' belt, the hidden clue. I went under the car just now to check and make sure that it wasn't leaking oil just from that quick startup, but obviously that's our problem. Also makes sense why we didn't use any of the power steering fluid. So let me go ahead and install that belt. What a facepalm. All right, so our belt is installed. That was a little awkward. Let's go ahead and start the car up for real this time. So our first voyage with everything, the turbos, the rod bearings, looks to be a preliminary success. Obviously, you know, just taking it around the neighborhood here. I still want to take a complete look, but sun's starting to set here. So I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this video here. And if you guys want to see more content on this wagon, be sure to leave a like for me down below. Let me feel some love for this car, and I'll be posting more videos soon once I put a ton of miles on it. And hopefully we'll find a good place to road trip this thing too, because a wagon deserves to get some miles on it. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new and you haven't yet. And as always, I hope you guys have an amazing day. We'll see you next time.